Now we'll see how to manage system parameters such as allocated or reserved power, as well as managing each customer's licenses. In the power menu, a customer can see in real time how much power he's got. This is available in the Reservations tab. So for each job, the customer can see how the rate will vary based on the number of reserved slots, while being able to add a reservation. In this case, we will add 3 additional slots for a Maya 2012 job with the Mental Rate Render Engine. I click on Apply, and the system automatically detects that it can assign me up to 9 slots. I will pick another 3 in reservation mode. I confirm it, I am notified that the applicable rate has increased, and back in the Reservations tab I can confirm that the number of reserved slots is now 8. Nevertheless, I can cancel any of these reservations in case that I don't want to make use of that amount of power. Additionally, the license menu allows me to add licenses currently at my disposal. The system will never assign these to any other user than me. In order to create a new license, we click the New License button, and in this case I must select its type. For instance, an application license like Maya or 3D Studio, soft image, or any other application, a specific release of that application, a rendering engine in case it was licensed, for example Arnold or Maxwell, a plugin, a concrete application release like Maya 2012, or Mental Rate for Maya, or Vue for any Maya release, or a specific render engine version for a specific application release. All of these options are compatible with the software environment. In this case, we will register 50 licenses from Arnold. We select it and introduce the number of licenses. We indicate its valid start date and end date, if this is the case. And finally, in case that this is a license that coincides with a specific file, then we will have to attach that file. Right after, the customer must accept the certificate of authenticity, meaning that he will be responsible for the use of these licenses and certifies that he's entitled to use them. Once everything's been filled, we add the licenses to the system and we'll see that at the moment they are not being managed, which means that these are not being employed by the system. In order to match them for the first time, they must be set up by the administrator. He will get in touch with us for any other additional information if necessary. Once these licenses become active, our secondary users will have access to them automatically. So now if you go to our homepage, both the Power menu and the License menu can be managed by the new Job Wizard. So if I start a new job, the system will retrieve information both from the Power and the licenses configuration. Though in the case of licenses, I can add them from here. We'll select Maya 2012, but in the case of our calculation engine, Arnold still appears unavailable as it still hasn't been activated. I'll select no plugins, and in user licenses Arnold will appear as mandatory, because it still hasn't been accepted. Though in this case, because it has already been uploaded, I can start the job with all these parameters. I can see my 8 reserved slots, as it's been previously configured. In this case, as the licenses haven't been provided yet, the job won't start computing. Once they are, then the job will be created. The job will be in license pending mode until the administrator approves them. Next topic will be alerts and reports in SomosHub.